Hello guys, I'm Fizzy and welcome to a little summary video of my races from season 14 of the AOR PC F1 League, which ended about a month ago. I didn't actually upload any race videos from this season during the season, and that is obviously because I didn't want to reveal my secrets and embarrass the other drivers in the league with my unmatched talent and wizardry behind the wheel. Because this is obviously the season where I will piss on everyone and become an AOR champion. But Fizzy, you might be thinking, you're shit! How are you gonna be champion? Calm it right there. This game, it's different. I have gone into hard training. I have dropped everything else that I care about in life just to prepare for this season and make sure that I win every single race. Unfortunately, I kind of ended up procrastinating a little bit, so I actually did only about 20 minutes of practice. But you know, with my natural talent, that's kind of all you need. Especially when we look at the drivers that I'm up against. I mean, let's be honest here, there's no competition for me here whatsoever. First of all, the guy at the top of the list there, some Hungarian guy, no one's heard of him. Got this Swiss guy from Switzerland in second, who's apparently my teammate. And there's 3 Finnish guys on there. Obviously, we know that no Finnish driver's ever been fast, so that's no threat. And an American guy, I mean, they can only drive left-hand circles, so this is gonna be easy. I mean, for some reason, the game has put me down in 15th place, despite me actually taking pole by about 2.5 seconds, so a bit weird there. Probably some kind of glitch, but you know, not a problem. We can make that up in the race. So then, on the grid for round 1, ready for a masterclass launch to get into the lead by the braking zone for turn 1. And here we go, lights out, and away we go. And for some reason, the Sauber just come out of nowhere, clearly jump start. And challenging us now on the right is the guy named after the abbreviation of Norwegian football team. As Carey goes wide at turn 1, what a beautiful overtake from us that is to get past him. And we got Mike Lagface now on the right in the McLaren. Failer now off in the gravel, so another beautiful overtake by us as the McLaren has just morphed into a Red Bull there, so we lost the position to RBK for some reason, but we have actually gained 1 whole position since where we started, and now Max is going very wide, allowing us to go up the inside for what should be an easy move, considering the difference in skill level between the two of us. But for some reason the Sauber has just hacked his way around the outside, but thankfully I am using 0-0 wings, which means I'm able to blast back past him on the straight and get that apex for the braking zone to get up to P13, making solid progress here in the race. There's only one way from here, and that is going forward on the positions as the Sauber's back again. I mean, honestly, can you just stop being annoying, please? Just yeah, go past the Verena as well, why don't you? As Riker Gordon in the Ferrari now is having problems as well, giving me another beautiful overtake. Afro's nearly losing control, giving me a chance to go up the inside, but I thought, you know, let's back out of this one. Let's not make him rage quit already on lap 1. It's a bit too early for that. So now we just have to settle down and have a clean race as... your front wing is damaged. That is kind of unfortunate. Front wing damage, just a little minor inconvenience pitting at the end of lap 1. Not really a big deal. I don't need these seconds I'm losing anyway. As Max now has parked his Sauber absolutely beautifully there. What a move by me to take advantage. As now on lap 22 we are actually up to P10 thanks to other drivers being scared into the pits, and look at this braking. Oh, beautiful early braking from me. Being slow on the acceleration as well to allow the Toro Rosso to go around the outside for a beautiful undertake, and even letting him stay ahead as he nearly loses control into the wall on the next corner as well. Good move by me to let Calum through, but you can't do everything right, so accidentally I ended up actually defending my position from Marek later in the lap. But finally I had managed to muster up enough energy to pull off another beautiful undertake there. Marek around the outside, fantastic move. So good in fact that he ended up losing connection to the lobby as a result. And around the final corner we go with RBK close behind to cross the line in a wonderful P11 in the race. But it did actually turn into P10 because Afro, in a sportsmanlike fashion, informed us that they had a 5-second penalty that hadn't been applied by the game. And that got us ahead of him up to P10 with a beautiful overtake. So then moving on to Bahrain for some interesting workout routines by my pit crew. You may have noticed that I've actually skipped China. That's because I wasn't actually attending that race, because I figured according to my calculations I could actually afford to skip a race or 2 and still win the championship quite easily. So that's obviously the reason why we have jumped straight on to Bahrain. So onto the grid we go, having qualified in a solid P last. And as it turns out, I can't hear my engine sound. My car is sounding more silent than a Formula E car for some reason, so that is obviously very helpful and has kind of doomed my race already, so we're gonna just skip through quickly the most important parts mainly passing a corner-cutting Michael on the outside of turn 10, watching Kerry nearly Max Verstappen it out of turn 3, perfectly failing my overtaking attempt and failure at turn 4, performing a lovely double undertake into turn 5, practicing my signature move of overtaking off-track cars at turn 14, and then getting passed by 1, 2 and 3 early pitters, before going side by side with Afro on the medium tyres and witnessing the world's fastest tyre change. Truly fascinating stuff, this. And at the end of the day, a solid 14th. So we move on to Russia for the best racetrack in the whole world, if you discount pretty much every other racetrack ever created. And the lights are away and out we go. On the super soft tires from P12 on the grid, charging down to turn 1 and braking about 100 meters too early, getting overtaken by 2 cars. Yeah, just 2 cars. And now following a bunch of cars into... oh, wow, that's interesting, and opportunism at its finest. As we're onto lap 5, I'm actually keeping up with some cars just behind Kalon, but it turns out he's got a bull on the side of his car, so I didn't actually dare overtake him because I might have gotten hurt. And at the end of lap 13, all the cars are completely gone, but I'm in the lead. I've taken the lead of the race. Oh, I'm gonna be champion. This is unbelievable scenes. I didn't think this day would ever come. I would like to thank my mum, my dad, my dog. Wait, I don't have a dog. No! And there's cars! Don't stop it! Don't do this to me, guys. I was enjoying a moment here. Why can't you just let me have this position? For God's sake, guys, you're so mean. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah. So that went well. And a nice wing change there, boys. Well done on Fitz fixing my damage. Definitely very helpful indeed. And yeah, after winning the championship halfway through the race, I am coming home. Oh, it's actually P10. I'm actually getting a point from this race somehow, so I suppose it could have been worse. And as we can see, Vladimir deciding to penalize absolutely everyone because he's such a lovely human being. Right, we move on to Catalunya, where qualifying went smashingly. Lights go and away we out, and we are immediately getting a brilliant launch to drop down to last. But there is a car off. Brilliant overtake there. Another car off. Oh god, Kalon, you need to calm down, son. Calm it right down. Okay then. Oh, there's the annoying Sauber. There's the annoying Sauber again. But here we go, guys. Gaining in the hype energy rocket ship down the straight on my fellow Norwegian to claim the title as the king in the north. And, yeah. Guess, I'll have to go past his Ferrari instead. Hey, Raiko, how are you doing? Oh, look. It's my teammate. Oh, look. It's my teammate's rival for the win. Oh, look. It's a Finnish Man United fan. Oh, look. It's a breakdown. Oh, look. It's Marika. Oh look, it's a collision. Oh there. Oh look, it's too much orange. Jesus Christ. And look, it's team orders. Oh look, it's the guy who can't run. Oh look, it's error. Oh look, it's... oh, God's sake, the annoying Sauber again. Oh look, it's raining. And I'm in 9th. Make that 10th. Make it 11th. Annoying Sauber again! Leave me alone! Oh well. At least I beat nobody. Oh snap. The esports champion is in the house! Bye Kerry! Bye everyone! Right, pit stop time. We need a perfect stop from the crew here to have any chance of points in this race.
Go now.
Nice. Oh, come on. Fuck this. Oh no, it's Baku. And here's how that qualifying went. brilliant. And this is not really helping either, to be honest. And obviously the weather also decided to be wet for the race, which is not really helping anyone, especially not those two cars down in the escape road. Whoa, Raiko having a bit of a nightmare. Thanks to my beautiful throw of a green shell. Unfortunately I got no bananas to prevent Raven from going through. Oh no 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 no. Whew. Oh yeah. Turn 1 masterclass right there. Well, it's lap 15 and I'm actually catching up to a car here. And you know what comes next after having spent several laps clawing your way back up to a car. Not really what I had in mind, but okay. Nice lockups. I feel so good right now. Well, there's only 2.5 laps to go, and it's actually only 11 cars remaining in the race. As Failure has done something.
Failure, what have you done?
Exactly, that's what I'm wondering. And Slick has done something as well. Unbelievable scenes. Ah, that's what Failure has done. So thanks to those two world-class overtakes, we are up to P9, which would be our best finish of the season. But then I got Gordon deciding to make it even better and giving us P8 with a top-notch spin at the castle section.
I've got a puncture fizzy.
Oh, and Max got a puncture fizzy. Unfortunately, he's a little bit far ahead.
How am I doing 190 miles an hour with a puncture?
Yeah, that seems like cheating to me, but well done anyway. So we're actually going to cross the line in Baku for 8th place. So in the race where I felt like I drove my worst race of the season, I've actually gotten my best result. Makes sense. Right, time for Austria, where I single-handedly managed to prevent the whole field from being within a second in qualifying. So coming through turn 1, and we have gained 1 position. Beautiful stuff there, and oh, make that 3 positions actually.
Nice start.
And still stuff is happening. Make that 4 positions. Goodbye, Kerry. Man, at this rate, we're gonna do the last to first challenge. Never mind. Oh no, look who's behind. It's bloody Kerry. I can't drive properly with Kerry. Actually, I can't drive properly anyway. Come on, we gotta beat Kerry in this race. This is the most crucial moment. Oh god, stuck on his tire there. Come on, need power! Need power! Why is there no power? Power is broken. Oh, come on, what am I doing here? Should have just Ricardo'd the hell out of him up the inside. Oh well, doesn't matter. There he goes anyway. And look at this. Cutback time! What a move that is. Ah, shit. Ah, no. Shouldn't have taught him that. Oh look, there's Kerry again, somehow. Right, let's make an incredible pass on Kerry that is so great that it will be written into AOR history books forever. There we go. Job done. And this one here is just even better. So yeah, P16. Let's weave towards the line to celebrate this achievement. So we move on to the British Grand Prix, where I was ready to ruin all the hopes of the UK fans hoping for a home driver to win this race. We're starting off brilliantly well by defending from Sigro into the Maggie's Back section, because he obviously knew I was way too good to try and move into there, but then I just let him pass around the outside of Stowe because I'm a, you know, kind-hearted person. And then Failure had a bit of a problem, so much so that I was actually behind him, and even actually to my actually not surprised because I'm a good driver, I was able to keep up with him and even try to challenge him a bit for this position, which was P6, but only because, you know, the fast guys had already pitted. Speaking of fast guys, here's one.
The gap to the car behind is
But Failure was reasonable at defending, so since I couldn't pass him on track, let's try to do an undercut, which actually worked out the next lap. I was ahead as Failure came out of the pits. He might only be for P13, but Failure is an esports hopeful and a very fast guy, and I was ahead of him on lap 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and even pointing to 26, and even at the end of it, despite my best efforts of trying to oversteer it away, and Failure's best attempt at track extending his way past me.
Failure, you tried everything.
I gave it everything I got.
He gave it everything he got and still couldn't get past the mighty Norwegian. So there we go, this surely means that I've regained my form and will dominate at Hungary. Or maybe not. Ah, Spa-Francorchamps, home of some of the best corners in the world and some of the most exciting AOR races to ever have taken place. And not least the home of Fisichella's podium and pole position for Force India. Let's try to emulate that, shall we? Or at least not be last in qualifying. Oh, come on! Well, time to make it up in the race and start a great climb towards the point, starting off with non-runner getting shoved wider. Don't even know how that happened. And then nobody going into Poon and doing my qualifying performance with a bit less style, I must say. Mine was a 10 out of 10, I'll give him a 7.5. And then we gained another position up to 13th because of Marcel having to pit early, and then, unfortunately, hit a bit of a roadblock. Cars pretty much everywhere and absolutely nowhere to go, so what do? Well, I engage my mystical force field and smash 2 cars off the track. Rest in peace, Raven. Failure. Not cool, this is not cool. Not cool! Not cool! That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, that's cool. And then a bit of annoyance as some fast alien people try to make their way through, and they were clearly in a bit of a rush, so that was not ideal, as we get shoved out wide with a bit of a screen tear as well, and almost saying hi to that wall. And after all this effort, we re-emerged after the pit stop in P last again. But a little bit later, we are up to P14 again, ahead of Riker Gordon and a nobody, with a failure and non-runner not far ahead, so on to the Camel Straight we go, gaining, getting closer, going up the inside to make an amazing move! And bottled it. But that is a lovely slide from non-runner, that's like a 9.7 out of 10, that's nearly the quality of what I did in qualifying. And that's distracted me, so nobody goes around the outside. High wall. And again, we are actually catching up to failure and getting very close. Can we make the move for P13? We don't even have to make the move because he's pitted for some reason. So we're going into the final lap of the race. P13. Still no chance of points, you would think. But who is this? Good old Kalon, who I've had 257,942 battles with in the past 2 seasons. He has come to keep me company once again, such a kind human being, and this run must be unstoppable for a Toro Rosso Honda driver, even though it's 2017, so he doesn't have a Honda, which just makes it even more impressive that I managed to get past him. But unfortunately, Fab Racer and nobody were way too far ahead for me to get into the point, so we're gonna have to settle for oh wait, we're gonna settle for P10 because they had penalties. Unbelievable scene. So with that wonderful 1 point, we are up to a total of 7 points from 12 races so far in season 14. Only 185 points off Formula Danny, who's the current championship leader, and with 8 races and 200 points still on offer, we have clearly enough time to catch that in. There was just one problem going into the Italian Grand Prix, which was that just beforehand I had just finished a 24-hour race at Daytona on iRacing, which means I was completely knackered and hadn't done any practice for this race, and it was wet, which is always good, of course, and that's interesting. And that is a great corner, and that is a fantastic corner, and that is a perfectionist corner. Oh wait, that's shit. So let's change tires. And the tire change has clearly worked, because here we go, passing an esports finally straight through the middle. And oh there, Kalon changing to the super softs while it's still wet. Oh there. And he's still behind me as I come out of the pits and nearly going sideways. But oh no, on the final lap he's coming for me. He's getting really close into Ascari. Oh dear. Is he gonna get me on the run? Wait, where's he gone? Kalon? Kalon? Kalon! Okay, I guess I win. So on to Singapore, where the only story that really matters was how good does this Force India look with those purple tires and my helmet. I mean, Mwah. As for the race, I was just chilling out as suddenly everyone started disconnecting, starting with Raiko Gordon, David Greco, Noonrunner, Turpe semicolon ×3, Brendan Leig, N0 Obedy _ Marshall Kiefer, Maxafs, Tino Naukarinen Perkele, Feller, oh, Kalon, Formula Alien, Fab Razier. So yeah, good race. Turns out it was actually just me that disconnected, but oh well. So on to Malaysia, and there's only one problem at the moment, apart from this glaring sun straight in my face, and that is that I was planning for this video to be less than 20 minutes long, and we're now already at 21:15. So that's not gonna work. Luckily, not much really happened in the Malaysia race for me, apart from a sideways Mercedes, not sideways Italian, and an alien paying a visit to the back of the field, and that's about it. So on to Suzuka, which is one of my favorite tracks on the calendar, and here you can see an example of why. Outqualified Raiko by 9 thousandths though, get wrecked mate! And in the race, Kalon getting some drifting skills out, giving me a chance to get a run down on the back straight, which means that we're gonna be side by side into 130R, which can only go well, because we actually did it well last season, so this should be fine with no problems at all. Luckily I managed to recover a bit with some incredible overtakes, such as this one on a nobody, this one on Sven, this one on Carl Hamilton, and not least this one on Patrick Holzman. They literally had no chance to defend from me, a bit like a few laps later when I got K-magged by Tino. And then for some reason I decided to put my Rallycross application in before finishing one position away from the points.
Feels so bad.
And then there was Kota, where I was coming towards the final corner on the final lap to celebrate my amazing 16th place achievement. Oh crap, I just ruined the reputation of AOR. Oh well, moving on to Mexico. One of my least favorite tracks to drive, which based on how Baku went, means I'm gonna score some points. Getting mugged off the start again though, as per usual, but oh no, there's been a problem, there's been an accident, there's been a huge calamity for the Saubers, which is horrible news for anyone who is a Sauber driver. And Kalon has problems as well going into the pit lane, and now you're gonna see one of the best overtakes ever done on this game. Just look at this, keeping the throttle in, turning the wheel to the right, keeping the throttle continuously in down the straight. It's just fantastic, and then turning back to the left and then pressing the brake. I mean, that's just how you do it. And a bit later in the race, getting a bit dizzy. I'm actually briefly up to P3 until Timp decides to steal my amazing overtaking maneuver, which I copyrighted actually, so I think Tim should be disqualified for copyright infringement, which shouldn't be a problem seeing as I own the stewards. And actually, after all the pit stops have been sorted out, I was in 10th position in the points with 14 seconds of a gap down to Max. I mean, even I can't bottle that big of a gap, surely. Final lap, and it's right there! Oh my god, how's he done that? Okay, we need to defend. Let's defend this position. Max is coming closer. Oh god, no, don't do this to me. I really need my 8th point of the season. It is of utmost importance to my health and safety and national security of all Norwegians in the world that Max does not go past me here, but okay, I'm not getting enough of a speed down this straight. And the cutback has not worked because there was a tire in the way. However, as seems to be my main way of getting points this season, I'm getting 10th because Max had a penalty, which obviously I knew that, yeah. And Feller is having some fun as well.
Congratulations, Fizzy.
Oh, thanks Max. So, penultimate race at Interlagos, where I was trying to find the racetrack first of all. And then at the start of the race, Kalon was back to give me some grief, or at least try to. I wasn't really sure which way he was going to go to defend this position, and then decided to go outside and let him some room and try to get a good exit going up the hill here. We will fully ignore that I am on better tyre compounds than him, and instead appreciate how amazing I am at defending on the inside of that right-hander, which is impossible to go around the outside anyway, so I'm not sure how I couldn't have defended it. But apparently it was so good that some of the other drivers decided that I deserved some more positions. But unfortunately, there was no more positions to be had. After that, later in the race, Raven was even trying to steal my P13 and confusing the life out of me with which way I was going to go to attack, and in the end, I guess he kind of did what the young, cool, hip people called the dummy. And then I couldn't really dummy him back because he was just chilling out on the inside line for every single corner. And then in the end I decided to nearly dummy myself off the track with a bit of oversteer. So finishing at Interlagos in a solid 14th position. And unfortunately this is the last time you will see my amazing car and helmet combination, because I had some problems with my recording in Abu Dhabi, which means that the recording didn't save. So instead Mr. Raiko Gordon has sent me his footage of his race, which is at least kind of appropriate since we were close on the track at times. So Raiko starting 14th, seeing as I'm neither 13th or 15th, I'm assuming I'm starting last in 16th, but there was a bit of a problem there for Raven. He is out of the session, and a bit of a problem for Raiko as well, but I am still behind him, as you could briefly see right there. And at the final corner, Raiko made a bit of a slide, and then for some reason lifting off to let me through. I'm not sure why he decided to do that. Maybe he realized that, you know, since I'm a perfect version of a top-class driver, he would have no chance to defend, so he just let me through and got the thing over with. As you can see me also missing an apex there quite beautifully. And apart from that, it wasn't too much to say about our races really. Raiko stayed close to my tail, and then we got, you know, the usual visit from some aliens on different strategies for a bit. And then on lap 12, Raiko finally decided that he shouldn't have let me through and wanted to re-pass me again. Because apparently I wasn't really that fast after all. I think both of us were quite far off the pace on the rest of the field in this race as well. But at least I decided that, you know, I'm not going to have Raiko ahead of me. I'm going to repass him straight away as well. And then, unfortunately, Raiko with a bit of a problem, which kind of ended our closeness on track. So from there on, not much to say. In the end, finishing in a solid 14th for Raiko Gordon and 13th for me to wrap up what has clearly been my best season ever in AOR. As you can see here on the final standing, scoring a totally impressive 8 points, and with that winning the Drivers' Championship, or, you know, at least if you flip it upside down. Oh wait, actually I didn't even win it upside down! God. Okay, I'll take P3, I guess, that's fine. But I did actually win one thing this season, the most important championship of them all, the average position gained in the race championship. Thanks to my amazing qualifying skills, qualifying in an average position of 16.1. On average in every race I gained 3.4 positions, which was the highest out of everybody. So yeah, get wrecked. But yeah, to be a little bit more serious for once, it wasn't a great season for me. I didn't really enjoy it, and that's the reason I didn't do any race videos throughout the season, because the motivation just was not there at all. And now, you know, these videos are chilling out of my hard drive. I needed to get rid of them, so I decided to make this video just to get it out there. And so you could see my struggles throughout Season 14. And now for Season 15, the F1 League is even stronger, I have to say, with even more alien and esports drivers coming in, and even some of the, you know, guys who were there already getting even faster. And I know that if I am going to get up on that level to be competitive in this league, and as it stands with the drivers in it at the moment, I will basically have to practice for every single hour of every single week, which I'm not exactly sure that I want to or have time for. So, in Season 15, which has already started, you know, several weeks ago actually, I will be driving in the F3 League, because we obviously did the pre-season time trials again to try and get the league sorted, and I was actually on F4 pace on my time trials. I mean, I didn't put too much time into them, and at the moment F4 isn't as bad as it sounds, because we actually have 9 main leagues on the PC for Season 15, and plus 3 assist leagues, so 12 leagues just on PC in total. But still, it wasn't too good. But then again, I thought, you know, since I've been in F1 for a while, be a bit embarrassing to go from F1 to F4, so let's balance it a bit. Let's go to F3 and try to see what we can do there. Even F3 is going to have some really good drivers, to be honest, in season 15. So even that is going to be hard, but hopefully I will have at least more good races that I had in this season in F1, so that there will be some videos at least from my races throughout the season. So if you are interested in seeing me race and seeing how I can bounce back with you know, slightly lower but still solid competition, then do stick around on this channel. It will be up at some point. And I've also recently joined the AOR PC League on PC, which I'm quite enjoying at the moment, so might be doing some videos from those races as well. As usual, I'm not going to make any promises with regards to what videos you will get from me on this channel at this point, or when you will get them, but I think with my channel at the moment, you kind of, you know, stay subscribed and then take anything I upload as a bit of a bonus. You know, expect nothing, and then, you know, you might be positively surprised maybe when I do something. And then, of course, to stay updated with all the official AOR streams, as I mentioned in the previous video, head over to the official Apex Online Racing channel, where you can see all the live streams from the league races. So yeah, let's wrap it up. Thank you for watching this very serious and not sarcastic at all video from my season 14. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, PhysicFan91, if you want a bit more frequent updates on my racing life and whatnot, you know, that you don't see on this YouTube channel. And hopefully I will catch you in another video before too long, you know, at least before 2021. We'll try to make that happen, okay? Yep. Alright, cool. See you later. Bye-bye.